If I can keep my phone up here without it going flying, that'd be sweet. I don't know if it's going. Oh! Nope. Some of these are backwards. Feel that changes. What's up? What's up? I'm trying to keep my phone charged and then do this live at the same time. So if it goes flying that way, it'll be alright. Fuck it. How are you guys on this lovely Thursday night? It's kind of a weird angle, but we'll work it out. I still have air signs and earth signs left to do since I shut my other video off. My phone was dying. Who's the Hierophant? So we'll do earth signs because I keep seeing the Hierophant card, so we'll do earth signs first. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Starting with the sign of Taurus. How does Taurus feel? How does this person feel about Taurus? And what do they make together? You want to do shit your own fucking way, Taurus. What else is new? Stubborn asses. And this could be one. Okay, this is both ways. So somebody's dealing with somebody who likes more than one person in on the sex life type of shit. And then someone's married to someone like that. Someone's trying to pretty much they're not going to change. You could send them to counseling and then to try to get help. Maybe there is someone trying to get counseling for this. However, I'm not trying to make light of that. But I think that there is someone who doesn't really want to take accountability for their part in this. Whoever that is. Could be a Libra. Because I think that this is what somebody likes. This is what makes them happy. For some fucking reason. People are into some kinky shit these days. I would kill her. I couldn't be one of those people that were married till they had 6 wives because they would all be dead. Can't be me. Well, Taurus. The bottom of the deck is the Ace of Chalices or the Ace of Cups. And I think that this is the overall energy. So there either was the potential for a relationship, there is a relationship, and it's ascending to like a proposal, baby, whatever the case may be. But it's like, it's in the dark kind of. It's like you're scared of it. You're scared of a relationship because there's something you can't talk about. There's something you lie about when it has something to do with why you're so fucking stuck in your ways, why you don't let go of shit. But it's causing you a lot of bad luck in your life. I think that you really should know, but I'm just like, I feel like I've told you at least 17 times, okay? And I don't know how else to tell you this. I have like, you're giving me a headache right here, is how many times I told you, okay? I feel like you just need to be honest. You need to tell somebody the truth. There's a major change of direction you need to go in your life, and it's like, oh, when are you going to go? You know what I mean? It's like you just keep going from place to place, leaving every door open, like leave the light on type shit. You know what I mean? Because you don't know what the fuck you want. You ugly bastards. It's not all of you. Some of you are. I think that you're just always ready for this. Fight or flight. You always feel like there's a fight. You always are ready for fight. You're ready just to go. Like you're ready to go somewhere all the time because it's like you can't feel what your emotions are kind of fucked up. It's like you don't know where home is. You don't know what you feel. You don't know what you want because when it comes to every person you've had in your life, or like a friend or like a circle of support, everybody kind of tried to control you. Everybody told you what to do and brought like this negativity into your life and this sadness and this depression. So now you're just on this, you've been stuck in fight mode for probably 5 years. You've been stuck with someone who they don't have emotions. So no wonder they're always trying to fight with you. They're trying to fuck with you because they don't have those feelings. They don't care what they've done to your life. They can't care. And you need to be aware that this is probably never going to change with some people. This is more than one situation. This is more than one group of people, but get out of fight mode, maybe chill out a little bit and realize, how are you going to be stable if you just keep doing this the rest of your life? What are you doing? Like, you ever going to speak the truth into reality other than just keeping it to yourself and not doing shit about it for 27 years, 21 years? Staying upside down in the same cycle, never learning your lesson because you don't want to change anything because somebody told you what to do and you don't want to listen to them because they might be right. You're the kind of person where somebody tells you don't touch the stove and you're going to go touch the stove because they told you not to touch the stove. How old are we? Okay? You can touch the stove, you're going to get burned. And every time you touch it, you're going to get burned. Doesn't change the outcome of you being a stubborn ass. When it comes to balance and harmony, when it comes to having inner peace or just having a clear peace of like a peace of mind, you got to figure out what you want and then act like it and move, like do something about it with intention, like knowing what you want. So how do you feel about this person that you're with, Taurus? You feel like maybe you want to apologize. Maybe you feel like they should apologize to you. You feel like you don't ever talk about things. You just keep it inside and you need to heal. You don't heal from anything. You just keep it all to yourself. You don't ever let it out, basically. And you feel bad about it, but it's like, this is just how you always been. So maybe there were a lot of people involved. You guys could have, I think some of you guys are walking away from an abusive situation that you were in when it comes to, hi Tanya, when it comes to the things that you've dealt with, the people that you've dealt with, because some of you guys have been dealing with a water sign who's been fucking around for a long time. And you're finally getting out of this. You're finally able to see it for what it is and walk away, knowing that this is abusive and you need to walk away from it. If you're waiting for an apology, it's like, this person you're dealing with is so fucked up, they probably aren't even, this is something you're not going to get. But this is something that you should forgive yourself for putting up with for as long as you did, for one. And two, you should forgive them for the way that they are, because this is the only way you're going to move forward in your life. this isn't gonna change. Waiting for people to come into reality about what they do. How long are you gonna wait? The rest of your life? Because they don't give a fuck what they do. Some people really don't give a fuck, and they just can't. They're not. Their wires have been disconnected, my friend. Okay, they're not there. Thank you. How do they feel about you? They feel that you're pushing them away. They feel that they've either put you through a lot of shit, you've been put through a lot of shit, and you're just at this point where you're doing what you need to do to be strong, and, you know, you're not really, like, too much concerned about shit. Like, you're doing what you need to do, because why would you continue in this energy? They know you're pushing them away. They probably deserve to be pushed away. But it's not going to change that the energy of them is like King of Wands in reverse type shit. In and out all over the place. They're like that because they have to be like that. Thank you, Lynn. Nine of Swords in reverse coming out of your heads. You're not going to be overthinking. They're not going to be overthinking this, maybe. Someone who was really stressed out. Someone's exhausted. Someone's ready for something to happen because they've been like in their own world for a long time. And I think that you guys are kind of both ready for this shit to change. Like, you're both ready to let this go because you know this isn't going to work. You both are finally giving it up, I think. Whatever this is that you guys make together isn't good. And what brings you together is that there was something you needed to learn. This was something that you needed to figure the fuck out, or they did. You guys equally learned a lesson you needed to learn in karma. Or you need to, whatever one, you know? Some of you guys are actually learning this the hard way. Some of you guys are willing to learn. I mean, this is a dragon, for fuck's sake. Some of you guys aren't learning this lesson the easy way. You know? You're taking probably a bunch of fire with this. But I feel like you need to learn how to forgive people. You need to learn how to accept the dark side of yourself, so that when you bring it out in another person in these karmic cycles, you can accept it and you can forgive those parts of yourself. You can forgive that other person. You can get out of this cycle. Because you haven't forgiven yourself for something, so you can't forgive other people. And you just don't want to learn because you don't want people to tell you what to do. But this is something you needed to learn because everybody deserves forgiveness at one point in their life. And the hardest person to forgive is ourselves. For putting up with shit for how long? For doing shit, for being vulnerable to people, you know? Caring about people, putting ourselves out there and getting hurt. A bunch of love. Still having to hold on to that energy for how long? And this person's came alive at least 8 times. But I don't know. This has been a karmic cycle that's happened for many years, for many times. And it's like, YouTube keeps like cutting out and going back in. Yeah, it keeps disconnecting. Because I think for some of you guys, there was a situation where the family, it's been done for a while. There's no renewing this anymore because all it is like depression and sadness, negativity, because you wanted somebody lied. There might have been something like you just want this person to take accountability for the shit that they did, and they won't. But don't forget to take accountability for things that you did too, because it's like you can play the victim, but when you get to the point where you're able to see your side, the things that you fucked up on, that's how toxic it is. So the biggest lesson and like the best way to move forward is to take responsibility for your part in it. Sides. So you guys can move forward. Learn how to love and another person in the right way, like you love. Virgo, 2 of Wands reversed with the 5 of Chalices. We're not have been enlightened about something, they've been enlightened about something, and the fact is that somebody will never really things all the way, because I keep seeing the same energy with you guys. It's something to do with your parents. Somebody's parents in this situation is like, there's something you guys need to accept. Maybe there's something that you guys need to acknowledge. And okay, so here's my thing. When there's something really challenging in my life, I don't necessarily want to. At this point where you kind of conquered this demon and you're like, whatever will be, because I'm not, I don't know. But I don't know how. You don't know how, if you have the right emotions, if this other person has the right emotions, because it's like, there's you guys have been fighting your demons off. I think that it really has between your light and dark side. You have been fighting your shadow side. Fuck you, YouTube. This has been a fight between your light and dark side. You've been fighting your shadow side. I'm pretty sure you've been killing it though. You know what I mean? Pretty sure I dropped a card somewhere. I don't know where it went, but this is about stability for you. These are the things that you had to do to get here, and you know what you want to do now. There's something that you want to say. Chilling. You know there was some toxic shit here. You've accepted your shadow. You feel like they're being defensive, that they always walk away from you, that they're just like, they're guarding their heart because they don't want to get hurt. They don't want to change anything that they do. Been this energy of flying around like a ping pong ball for 10 years. I don't know how long has this been. 8 years, 5 years, 9. Pick your poison. You've had some pretty heavy shit on your back. You both have. What brings you together is you're both kind of in this battle, like this has been fighting. You're walking away from the things that you need to walk away from. Even though this is your soulmate. There's been a lot of things that have been delayed. There's been a lot of things where you didn't really ever feel like this person supported you. You didn't ever feel like things ever came together. Because it's like you guys could have feelings for them. And you didn't know that before. But this has caused you a lot of negativity. Now they want to come fight about it. When you're in any position, dude, you know what I mean? Like, do they know that? There's something that needs to end. You guys need to make a decision. You need to compromise. Whether it's with yourself or it's with another person. Letting this bad things go. Someone was always all over the place. Someone was really codependent. Someone was emotionally immature. It's moving away from this. With intention. That you're a product of fucked up families, but it's not your fault that they were fucked up. That's just how they were built. Building the right foundations for yourself now, recognizing the things in your life that you moving forward in the right energy. Think about the 6-year-old or 5-year-old version of you. Whatever happened at that age is what you need to let go of. You're scared, you know, because you feel like you don't know what to expect in your life, because it's like you're gonna be there. If you were to let go of everything negative, would it be the person? Would it be this entire thing, or would it just be a cycle, that part in it as well? That maybe there was some emotional abuse as a child that's affected your adult life. The reason the reason why there's always drama, because you don't know how to trust people. You think everyone's against. Some people can be cool than emotional sometimes, and that's okay. It doesn't mean everyone's lying to you. It doesn't mean that everything's going to be bad all the time. Capricorn, how do you feel about them? How do they feel about you? What do you make together? However you're communicating in this energy where there is depression and insecurity, addicted to the relationship. Maybe your mother's something you need to accept in yourself and another person. Having the strength to move forward in your life. Someone might someone that might have had a baby and is in a relationship with someone completely different. And you didn't even know about it for a while. Because this is your focused emotions. You guys is how they feel about you, that you're lying about something, that you have a hidden agenda, that you a lot of the things, you don't trust your intuition. You don't even believe in it. What you meant, Three of Wands in reverse with the King of Wands. This has been delayed because it just wasn't meant to be. The things that you guys involved yourself in